Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and today I'm going to be talking about an awesome little program I just discovered. It's very, very niche, and in all honesty, it's overpriced. But other than those factors, it is really cool, especially if you have to record audio. If you need to do audio recordings for, say, a tutorial or for your game in general, those kind of things, if you need to work with words, especially if you need to transcribe those words into a script, Audiate is probably the easiest audio editor you are going to find. Now, everything you are going to see here, you could probably accomplish using another tool, but there's no way you would accomplish it as easy as what you're about to see here. So I know this one is a little niche to the channel. I was actually looking at this for my own personal use, because I do make the occasional video or two. And I'll also tell you right off the hop, I'm not buying it because it's a great program, and if it was cheaper, I'd pick it up. I just think it's too expensive. But let's go jump in and take a look at it. Now, this guy is from TechSmith, and if you're a regular to my channel, you've probably seen these little icons down here. This is Camtasia. That's what I use for simple video editing. If it gets more complicated, I'll break out something like HitFilm, but if I'm using just a straight tutorial, record the screen, do a couple of cuts, splices, and edits, 4 or 5 tracks of visuals, Camtasia is hard to beat because it is absolutely idiot-proof, and this idiot has worked really well with it. Well, the whole idea behind Audiate is very similar. So let's say I come in here and I want to create a new audio recording. So what this is going to do is, as I talk, it's going to record my words. So let's do a demo. So 3-second countdown. And now I'm going to talk somewhat randomly while this is recording what I have to say. So you can see it is transcribing as best as it can. Now, if you're the type of person that has a lot of awkward pauses and you have trouble doing video, well, this one might be perfect for you. All right, so there you can see an example going on. Let me just get rid of the waveform editor. It's really kind of simple. Down here below, you're seeing the waveform of the recorded audio, and everything is to the word that it was recorded from. So I can actually transcribe this out and have a script go from it. So if I go anywhere, I can say, here's the word talk. I go to talk, so it's going to sync up. Anytime I want, I can go in, I can change words out. But let's say I didn't like the word randomly. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have used randomly. So right now what we've got is to talk somewhat randomly. I got talk somewhat randomly. Well, let's say randomly, I didn't want to do that. Well, you come down here, you could go to there's the waveform of the word randomly. But what I could also have done is just go to this guy right here, and we'll just delete it. So that word is gone. So now I've got, I'm going to talk somewhat. It's not going to make any sense because I'm going to talk somewhat while this is. But I'm going to talk somewhat while this is recording. So there you see. I don't like the word randomly. I want to make an edit out of it. If you're trying to do an edit on audio on your own, that is not simple stuff. Again, you could come into something like Audacity and go to the raw waveform and tweak things out, but it's never quite as easy as what you just saw. At the same time, if it transcribes words wrong, you've got the ability to pick that word like so, and you can actually customize it or change it to another word. And then when you've got it, when you've done video recording and you want to go ahead and dump out a script for it, you can come in here and go export out script, or you can transcribe the project, and so on. So if you want to translate it to other languages or whatever, you have a text version available for you. Another really cool thing that we've got here is, remember over here I did blank, and you have true. So it's detected the as a pause word. You don't want that. And also goes after I did the I did a pause there. You have trouble. So let's say you want to get rid of those. Well, you can do it manually. You can come into each one, or I can come up here to the top and I can basically go edit, and I say silence or delete all hesitations. I'm going to delete all the hesitations, gone. And I can come here, if I want that blank pause there, I can just grab it again and gone, grab this pause, grab it, and gone. And what we did was we kind of minimized the amount of pausing that's there. So now if you hear this, it's going to sound more natural. That has a lot of awkward pauses and you have trouble doing video. Well, this one might be perfect. So I got rid of all the ums and the awkward pauses and so on. It gives you the ability to really kind of save your awkward script. Now I speak at 7,000 miles an hour. So this generally isn't a problem for me, but I know for some people, especially if they work out a script and record first, this program could be an absolute godsend. Now, on top of that, you've got your traditional things that you are going to do with audio in general. Every time I do a video, at the very least, I normally do a background noise reduction and a compressor to get the audio sounding like an even level, so there's no spikes or anything like that. And for the most part, my tools take care of it for me. But if you come down here, you're going to see I have this option right here, and I can start layering some special effects on this. So, for example, if I have a lot of S problems in mind, I can toss in a de-esser. For that thing, we've got settings for how to handle it. It's all very idiot-proof, and at any time, you can go ahead and turn it off. Now, if you've used Audacity, you probably know what this experience is like, and this is kind of an idiot-proof rendition of it. Another thing that's really common is to run things through an equalizer. For example, let's say I'm just going to use one of their presets. I'm not going to add error or add body. I'm going to go ahead and make myself sound like a better male. So here we are as an improved male. And now go ahead and play it. That like has a lot of awkward pauses and like, you know, you have trouble doing. It's a pretty subtle effect. Now if we want, we can make it a lot less subtle. Let's go like there. That like has a lot of awkward pauses and like, you know. And then we've got other options over here. So for example, we could go ahead and volume level, one of those things that's really common for waveforms across the thing. So make it basically a consistent volume level across the whole thing. Get rid of breath, pauses and effects in there. And we've also got the ability to do noise removal here as well. And you can remove hums and buzzes, etc. That like has a lot of awkward pauses and like, you know, you have trouble. And there's our final done video. So now at this point in time, we just go ahead and go export out the audio. You can save it as a WAV file, import it into your video editor of choice. You've got your script. You can export that out as well. So go here and go export script. And you can bring it out as a subtitles or as a text file. So if I want to bring it in my video editor of choice and actually have it automatically generate subtitles for me, subtitles for me, I could bring it in. And if, you know, for example, if I was recording that little blurb I just made, I could just have gone in, got rid of the words I didn't like, and we were done. So that's where you can sort of see the power of this tool. And really, that's all it does. But what it does is really, really useful. If you are doing a script, it does transcribing for you. If you screw up, it does fixes for you. If you are an awkward pauser, it makes you less awkward. And if you need to touch up your audio to make it sound either more consistent, more get rid of some of the noise removal in the background, de-ess it, and so on. It's got all of that stuff built in. We also get rid of plosives, which is when I go near a mic and make a noise. We can remove reverb, and we can declip audio as well. It's really straightforward. And don't get me wrong, every single thing you just saw here, everything we did, you can accomplish manually in something like Audacity. Just trust me, it's a heck of a lot harder. So anyways, that is Audiate. Now, we're going to get back to the reason why I'm not buying it, even though I really like it. It's too expensive. So you come in here, you can edit audio like text, export it out as a WAV. It really is easy. It's no time wasted. You get automatic transcriptions and text-based audio editing as you're working on it. It is really cool stuff, except this. This is where it kind of falls apart. So right now I'm on a 7-day free trial. And if this kind of looks for you, buy it monthly at about $30 US or buy it annually at $300 a year. And that's just where they lost me, because until then, great tool. Just for my amount of use, I can't justify the cost. You know what? So price is really subjective. It varies from person to person, but I would have loved to have seen more of a geared to income type pricing, so that if you're more of an indie or like a YouTuber license versus a enterprise license, because that's just a little too much for what it offers. Coincidentally, if you are interested, this guy is available for Windows and as well is available for Mac OS. So that is it. That's Audiate from TechSmith, the makers of Camtasia Studio. It is a tool for doing audio encoding, and you treat it just like text. If you need to do voiceover work and you don't want to learn editing tools like Audacity, or Audacity, and you find them a little bit too hard to work with, Audiate could be a great choice if you can stomach that price tag. All right, so a little bit off the topic, but it's something I tried out. I thought it was really cool, except the price. It's a powerful tool. Let me know what you think. Comments down below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.